Mr. Ahmed, we can start now. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you and thank you for joining us today for this online workshop entitled AI in ArcGIS. It's a pleasure to see all the participants joined us for different background. Allow me briefly to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Layelmam Mohammed. I am the founder of FormaSIG Academy, a learning community dedicated to GIS, remote sensing, and GeoAI. I work in a lot of field of geospatial intelligence and digital transformation. My background I started my first work in Esri, Moroccan Esri, for 10 years, and now I am head of department GIS in the Agence Urban for Rabat. Our mission in the FormaSIG is to democratize access to geospatial knowledge and help the students to develop skills in GIS, data science, and now using artificial intelligence. Today, this workshop is a part of our mission to sharing knowledge and connecting the geospatial community. And I have great pleasure to introduce our guest speakers for today. We are honored to welcome Ahmed Noureldeen. Dr. Ahmed is AI and industry leads industry South Africa, where he works a lot for this intersection with using artificial intelligence and the GIS. Today, I will share with Ahmed with using how to use practices artificial intelligence in the ArcGIS ecosystem. The next time you will discover with Ahmed how to use this technology and how GIS professional can start using this technology today. So I encourage you to stay with us, take notes, and participate with us in the discussion. I would like to thank Ahmed for accepting our invitation and taking time to share his knowledge with us today. Ahmed, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mohammed. It's my pleasure to attend this workshop, and thank you again for your invitation. And hopefully this session will be informative and interesting for the audience. And I prepare a presentation to show how we can utilize and use AI in ArcGIS. First, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ahmed Noureldeen, AI Strategy and Public Sector Manager at Esri, Saudi Arabia, not South Africa, unfortunately. PhD in AI, MBA from UK, and Diploma in Strategic Management and Leadership. Addition to some technical certification from Esri, from Microsoft, and Oracle Cloud. If you prefer or wanted to keep touch with me after this session, to ask any question about AI or GeoAI, please scan this QR. This is my LinkedIn profile or my LinkedIn page. Today, I'm gonna start with introduce the ArcGIS as a geospatial AI platform. This is a different terminology or different, any of you work with ArcGIS, it was as a GIS software, but starting from last year, we talk about we are a geospatial AI platform or AI system, and we showcase some of industrial use cases using GeoAI or AI assistant and we will present or provide how you can use or where the tool that allow you to use AI in ArcGIS from different application like ArcGIS Pro, ArcGIS Enterprise, or etc. But before we start, I have a question here. What value do you does AI bring to ArcGIS? In other words, what value do you need from AI? Some of you wanted to make advanced automation like extracting some features or object detection from satellite imagery, from drone, from aerial photos, or you want to perform advanced analysis to display or to identify where the risks, like vegetation encouragement, where the exactly the risk, or you want to increase your productivity or your team productivity to use natural language, your English language or French, Arabic, whatever language, to ask the map, and the map responds with the action on the map itself and some kind of statistics. This is the value that you can get from the using AI. ArcGIS is becoming a geospatial AI platform that means we provide GeoAI capability that allow you to make advanced science or extracting information in science from different type of geospatial data, satellite imagery, drone images, aerial photos, layers, shape files, vector data, whatever type of geospatial data. We have a lot of tools, or ArcGIS have a lot of tools that support this. Or as an AI framework, we can increase your productivity by using AI assistant. We have a lot of AI assistant, including in ArcGIS software like ArcGIS Pro, ArcGIS Enterprise Online, ArcGIS Survey 123, or ArcGIS system will provide agent capability, AI agent. That means not only asking the map and response with some information and action on the map, but take action itself, like send email, send SMS, and asking different or external servers to reply or to ingest some information from external server. This is, now a lot of people talk about AI agent or agentic AI that utilize LLMs to provide or to automate some tasks. But from my point of view, please keep the human in the loop. This is a confidential data. Location data is very, very critical data. So not leave AI to do this, but monitor the behavior and add your input as a human in kind of some of decision. I'm gonna start with some of industrials or use cases before show you where the tool that allow you to build AI solution or to create deep learning model. Let's start with some of use cases. This is my idea here. As you can see, this is palm trees farm. This is a lot of palm trees. The scenario I want to detect and identify these palm trees. You can utilize AI. From where? Using deep learning model. When I'm create a deep learning model to detect and identify palm trees, I can get on a correct Here is the result after using deep learning model to detect palm trees. This is the technique of object detection, you know. But if I create a model for detecting a palm trees, I can use the same model. This is my point here. I can use the same model for different scenarios. The first one was for counting, the second one for a change detection purpose. So I have two images, one from 17 and the other from 23. As you can see, a lot of cutting here, a lot of palm trees were cutting here or removed. This is, I can see by eyes, but I will apply deep learning model to detect the trees from both of images, and I can create a dashboard because after applying a deep learning model, I will get on a layer. It's a vector layer or vector data, so I can easily create a dashboard. You can see the red polygons for previous, or this is from 17, and the blue polygons from 23, and now easily can see the difference between two images, the number of cutting or the number of removed trees. As you can see, more than 600. So here the question back to the decision makers or the business analyst or the business intelligence that need to study what or why this happened, because now you have enough data before and after, and you can ask a valid questions to the owner of this farm. For example, the same model, now we create a deep learning model to detect or to identify palm tree. We use the same model for two scenarios, one for counting, second for change detection, third for evaluating the health of each tree. This is the combination of or integration between AI and remote sensing and different applications inside ArcGIS ecosystem. The idea here, we'll use deep learning or AI to detect and identify where the location of each tree. Then we'll use the remote sensing analysis like NDVI to determine the vegetation index or the number or where the high green area or low green area. So regarding to this approach, I will create a sample data for a deep learning model. This is technique or task, it's well called object detection. Make sure that you create a samples from different location. Make sure you keep on variety of samples. As you can see, some from yellow area and the grass area, and the blue polygons. It's the result of the deep learning model or AI. You can see, identify or detect most of tree here. This is the first step. Now I have a layer with the location of each tree. The second step is apply the remote sensing like NDVI, remote sensing analysis like NDVI to identify the degree of the green areas. Once I have this and I had the location of each tree, I can classify the degree of green under each polygon. This is a zonal statistic technique. for class, start from health to need inspection. So this is the estimated evaluation. Now I can create a dashboard for decision makers, number of trees I detected or deep learning model detected with classification where the healthy trees or palm trees, where is the need inspections, palm trees you can see here. So from now, I have estimated location for the tree that need inspection. An easy way, I have the solution. In ArcGIS system is a workforce. I can assign task to the field inspectors with the location of each tree I want to investigate. Then the inspector will get on a message or and the text message or from survey 1 to 3 starting to do his homework, and I can as well monitor and track the requests who finish, who is still working on his request, who decline. So this example show you how we can utilize a lot of different capability in ArcGIS to perform or to create or to build AI solution. We utilized a deep learning capabilities in ArcGIS. We utilized remote sensing capabilities in ArcGIS. We utilized dashboard and surveying and workforce solution or application. So I believe, or I recommend, when you think to create an AI solution, please make sure that the component of AI or the component of deep learning is a one component of whole solution. You need some other tools or application that allow you to build a full solution. Again, I mean, consider AI as a component of number of components in your AI solution. Some another examples, we used or utilized the deep learning capability in building footprints to extract buildings from satellite images. Again, we can use it for change detection, as you can see in this demo. Here we have the same scenario with the same scenario of the what we did with the trees. We have a two image in two different times, 23 and 17. So we apply a deep learning model to extract or detect the building on each image, and then we get on two layers of building from each image, and so it's easy to make an intersection overlapping to get a difference between the year 17 and year 23. As you can see, we see here the building were increased or the urban was growth. So AI allow you to not only to determine the changes, but allow you to count the number of building for a change, the number of tree, etc. The same model, it's we now we talk about building footprint. The same model, building footprint, used for counting or how many building in the Riyadh city, or used for change detection for district or a significant district, or used with integrated with or used with integration with remote sensing. The left-hand side is the result of AI. It's a building location. The right-hand side is classified raster. It's for landslide risk classification. This is a high risk, it's a red color. Low risk is green color. Then now we understand and know where the high risk building. It's integration between two science or two capabilities in ArcGIS. This is AI and remote sensing. Make sure to, when you thinking about AI solution, to integrate with different science, integrate with different capability. Because again, AI, ArcGIS as a ecosystem, a comprehensive ecosystem, you can represent the result in 3D to give you more information or more perspective to understand more different, where exactly, which type of the risk. As you can see here, it's the building on the top of Another example for utilizing AI or deep learning. This is a violation building that close to oil or gas pipelines. This is not allow for building area. So once you have a layer for pipelines, this is a line or bull line, and you have a drone images or satellite, you can apply a deep learning to detect building, and it's a simple analysis to identify only building inside the buffer around the pipelines. Other example is to extract unpaved routes. It's a very important examples, because you know some of battles and wildlife may be lost because they have not any routing or local routing. They depend on like Google Maps. That's not enough for the wildlife. So if you use drone or satellite to apply AI and extract unpaved routes, allow you to create a network that's for routing and navigation. Or if you have an area that if you have an area that's not allowed for anyone to make a hunting or whatever, and you want to monitor this area, you can from drone extract the unpaved rule, that the proof that we're here any some of hunting last days or last couple of days. So the same technique for two scenarios. One of the first scenario for creating routing or network dataset. The second for monitoring if any illegal hunting in this area. You can utilize AI as well for parcel. This is for urban, for tax as well, for whatever task that allow you. From satellite image, you will get on vector data. This is very good for you to identify where is the our counting number of parcels. The same techniques we apply for pools, for green area inside cities, for for measure quality of life, for green energy and identify where is the solar panel and who licensed and who unlicensed, who legal and who illegal, whatever scenario you can utilize AI for this. Again, some of if you have some of unclassified point cloud, you can use AI to classify point cloud. In this case, we classify as a wire and pools. For object detection like buildings, why we use AI in 3D that allow you to understand the risk before the team go to solve this kind of risks. Like if we have a sum of tree that encouragement on the electricity network or grid, if I have a 3D scene, I can understand the risk. It is the inside tree or the wire under the tree or above the tree branch, whatever. But it will give you a whole view before starting to solve this risk. I finished some of use cases. I'm gonna talk about the tools or how you can utilize the tool. I'm not sure if you allow two questions now or after I finish, Mohammed.
I think you finished and you opened the discussion for all this.
Okay. Thank you. Let's start with GeoAI. I will move quickly. Today, all of us hear about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, LLMs, NLP, computer vision. In GIS or geospatial domain, all of this used to build GeoAI solution or capability. GeoAI use the meaning of artificial intelligence. It allows the machine to understand or to think like human. To do this, we need some algorithms or techniques. If this is machine learning, to train or to learn the machine to understand the environment. Then with the more complex data like videos, sound, and unstructured data like text, we need some complex algorithms, or we need some kind of a technique like human brain. It's a neural network. So the deep learning is a subset or kind of subset of machine learning. We use the neural network to generate data from data to the generative AI, asking question and replying, or generate topics from some of training topics. NLP understand the human language, Arabic, English, French, whatever language, and transform this language to the machine language, whatever it's Python, or it's Java, C, or C#. It depends. LLMs, it's a large language model that the deep learning model that trained on huge amount of data. But if you can see NLP as a technique and computer vision, what we did before to extract insights from satellite, drone, or aerial photo, it was a computer vision technique. And at the end, AI assistant to increase your productivity. But if I'm asked a question, what I want from GeoAI, Geospatial Artificial Intelligence, I want to extract information from imagery types. It is a computer vision technique, or extract information from different type of data like unstructured text or unstructured data, I'm gonna use natural language processing, or analyzing the data to extract insights or discover hidden patterns from the data. This is I'm gonna use some kind of machine learning and deep learning to apply on vector data layers and time series. It is a continuous data. So if I summarize this, we have three type of data modalities: text, image, and vector or tabular data. So I can apply on this different data. To utilize an ArcGIS AI or where the tools, we have three levels of AI capability or GeoAI capability in ArcGIS. First one is pre-trained model. This is model ready to use. Or second level, GUI tools and web services that allow you to create your custom deep learning model from scratch. Or if you prefer to create your custom model using scripting, and you're familiar with the scripting, we have a third level. It's a scripting level or extend level. So if we start with the ready to use, we have a lot of pre-trained model ready to use models, more than 100 models, cover different industries, different tasks like cars detection, land cover classification, building footprint extractions, whatever task, whatever industry, for defense, for environmental, natural resource, for local gov. Here is a quick demo to how you can utilize pre-trained model from ArcGIS Living Atlas. Once you go to Living Atlas, ArcGIS Living Atlas, search on DLPK, you will get on more than 100 pre-trained model. This is pre-trained model, ready to use model. Yet no need for training, no need for sampling, no need for everything. Just bring this model to ArcGIS Pro or ArcGIS Enterprise and run the model in your images. I'm here for building footprints. Make sure whatever model you select or choose, here is some information, very important information. Here is, you can download from here, the number of downloads here, and very, very important to go the guide. This is a PDF, explain how to use this model and which is the best hyperparameter that allow you to get on a best result from this model. And the accuracy, the input for this model, the model architecture, the accuracy, and the sum of result, as you can see. So go to ArcGIS Living Atlas, search on DLPK, you will get on more than 100 pre-trained model ready to use. If that's enough for you, please don't create your custom model. But in second way, if this is not enough for you, for example, in Living Atlas, we have a model for palm tree extraction, but I need to extract lemon or orange tree. It's a different characteristic from this kind of trees. So in this case, I need to create my own custom model. So ArcGIS allow this for you. In ArcGIS, as you can see, it's a comprehensive GUI platform, starting from collecting data from different types like satellite or drone, tabular data, or vector. And ArcGIS allow you to make data accessibility, data preparation, labeling the sample data, train the model, test the model, consume the model, deploy the model to production environment, and run the model at scale to allow you to get on the proper answer or action. So ArcGIS will provide every tools to build your custom model from scratch. Where I found these tools, the tools will be in ArcGIS Online or ArcGIS Enterprise or ArcGIS Pro. For ArcGIS Pro, prefer or I recommend to take this screen. This is the tools that allow you to create your custom model from scratch. Even if you work with satellite imagery, you need this deep learning tool to train, to export, to detect. Or if you want to work with different data modalities like text or vector data or time series, the tool GeoAI tools allow you to create your custom model from scratch and try. And once you get the best model, you can publish it for your team. So this is tool on ArcGIS Pro. Again, we have three data modalities: text or vector, or imagery, video, 3D. We have a tool that supports different tasks like text classification or entity extractions, extract only locations or addresses or name of location like street, like building number, like district name, whatever this is means a location. So this tool allows you to extract the location and rendering or visualize it on the map, or using vector data tools that allow you to utilize your data for prediction, for classification, for forecasting, or for satellite. If you have a satellite images, drone, CCTV cameras, mobile cameras, whatever kind of or whatever type of image, you can apply a lot of techniques for object detection, pixel classification, object tracking, or change detection, and etc. Let's start with the GeoAI in 3D and imagery. You know, we have a lot of tools or pre-trained models that allow you to apply it on different industry, for state or local government, for public safety, like human detection, for conservations, like water body extraction, elephant detection, seabird detection, mangrove detection, whatever utilities for solar classification, or for natural resource or well bed detection, agriculture, field delineation, tree segmentation. So you have a lot of tools capability that allow you to work with different industry, not only a specific industry. Whatever industry you work with, you have a tool or proper tool for this industry. Okay, if I wanted to create my custom model from scratch, we have three steps. First one is data preparation. This is allow you to prepare your data. This is the digitize or draw or identify the object that you will train the model on it, like here, turbine. And so then once I finish, I will use extract training data for deep learning model. This is a tool to extract, to clipping the map to image shapes. This is the sample data. Then I will use train deep learning model tool from ArcGIS Pro. This is tool to allow you to select the proper neural network to perform a specific task like object detection or pixel classification. In this step or this phase, it will take a time, depend on your hardware specs, computer specs, or depend on the number of samples. So make sure you have a proper laptop, PC, server that has at least 8 GB VRAM, NVIDIA or GPU or any GPU, but at least 8 GB for a good performance. Yeah. Okay, once the model is finished, I will get on a DLBK file like that we see also on Living Atlas. Then you can apply this model on different geographic area using classify object or detect object depend on your task and see the result. If you okay with the result, you can publish or distribute this model. If you need to enhance your model, you can do again, create some samples again and train the model again. In this case, if I train the model again, it will be as a fine-tuning process. Then I will test again. This is the iterative process. It is a very important screen. You can take a screenshot for this. This is the tools. The first one for exporting data. Second one for training with the sum of hyperparameter. And third one for inferencing phase or for testing phase. It is very easy. All of this parameter will fill automatically once you load the model. If you keep everything as a default, it will work fine with you. No need to go deep for understand the neural network architecture or structure, understanding the how it works. But I recommend to concentrate on how to utilize a proper model for the specific task instead of deep dive for understand the technicality of how this model works. Okay, we have a time. This is a demo to how you create your custom model from scratch. The scenario here, I wanted to create a model, a deep learning model, using neural network to detect palm trees. So the first step, as I mentioned before, I need to prepare the data or sample data, then train their inferencing. Let's see how we can do this here. The first step, I will prepare my data from imagery. Use the tool to create some labels or create sample data on this map. Just to create polygons. This is optional. Time naming as a tree. Colorize as a green. This is optional. Again, make sure you have enough samples that allow the model to understand the characteristics of the object that you want to detect. I have already the sample I created before. So here is the samples. Second, this is the first step. Second, I export the whole map as image chips. We have a tool, export training. This is a very, very powerful tool for creating your samples. Keep it everything as is. Just class value, it's the number one, because if this want to detect object with classification, the class value will be changed from 1 to 2 to 3 if I have 3 classes. Tile X, this is image chips will be sized by 256, and this is a very important, very, very important parameter. It is metadata format. Metadata format, this is targeted. If I wanted to use object detection, I'm keep it for Pascal visual. This is for object detection. For pixel classification, I will change it to classified tiles. And you can understand everything about this tool when you click on this question mark. It will be open online documentation that explain everything. I recommend you to go through this documentation before you use the tool to understand everything about the tool. Then you can easily use it. So here I will export the current extent, and the cell size. I can leave it as a layer raster, or I can put it if I know this is 30 centimeters. So press run. Here is the output. It's optional for you. It will take a time, not more time, but it will take a time. Sorry, back. Yeah. Once the tool finished, here is the folder that contains subfolders and the statistical files. This file contains a number of samples, number of bands, image shape, size 256, and this is image shapes. You can see the tool clipping the map to image shapes. The second step is to train the model. It's very easy. Just bring your folder or sample folder. Once the model load the folder, it will open this for you. Only detect object detection techniques, because I choose metadata format as a Pascal. Okay, keep everything as is. Just use GPU for fast processing. Here is the result. Will be here. And contain a folder and sub and files. This is the report for the training process. Average precision. This is a mean accuracy, that ground truth, and prediction. So it's agree or okay with this result. The third step is detect object. Here I'm loading the model from the training step. Once the model load, the DLBK or the MD file doesn't matter. You can you choose one of them. Here is the hyperparameter. Make sure the confidence threshold start from 50%, and batch size is depend on your GPU capacity. I recommend to use a batch size small number, and I will apply in different area. And here is the result. As you can see, more than 4,000 trees, and I know some missing here, some missing here. I can fine tune the model and to get a more accurate result. So this video 3 minutes to show you how you can create your custom model from scratch if you have a specific task. If we move to unstructured text, you have a lot of document in PDF format or text format. So we have a very, very a powerful tool is AutoML or different tools as I will share now. So you can use this document to extract addresses, entities from the document or classify it. In this scenario, here is scenario. I have a data from Twitter about hurricanes. So the scenario here, I want to classify these tweets and extract addresses or location from these tweets. So I create a sample. I have hundreds of tweets, but I will create a sample for LLM. This is a very, very easy one. I create a table or feature class, contain tabular data. It's a tweet, original tweet, and this is the location. If this is Fox 26, Harvey huge flooding in Mary, Bates, and Shonko streets. This is the original tweet, but the expert or SME subject matter expert understand that this is the Mary, Bates, Konshu street. This is the location. Here is another location. Here is another location. This is the data preparation. This is the first step. Some of tweets and create a layer or Excel file to the tweets and the location. Another one, task number 2 is for classify the tweets. So understand this is emergency tweet. This is the other. This is the public info. This is again. This is classification come from SMEs. Then I have a tool to train text classification that allow you bring this samples, short sample. This is the tweet and with classification, and use Mistral open source LLM and prompt or write prompt for this LLM to please categorize the provided text into the specific classes. Only 3 classes: emergency, others, and public info. Don't create new label for classifications. Okay, so the LLM Mistral will read this sample and understand the data and the classification. Then I will apply the whole tweets, number of hundreds of tweets, to the result here. It will like classify text using deep learning here. Here is the number of hundreds of tweets because I trained the model in previous step. I will get on this result. Which is the result? A layer that contain a classification of the tweets, and it's very important where the tweets or where this classification. Now I understand where is the critical public information, where is the emergency, where is the other, and I can assign a field workers to the most critical point. So from document, I extract entities and classify text to create a map. المغرب بيأذن عندنا فاسمحوا لي هشرب.
صح فطورك. لا نحن متأسفين لأخ أحمد والله.
لا خالص.
أنا جدينك
معنا. لا خالص.
بالصحة والراحة.
الاكزامبل الثالث احنا اتكلمنا على الكمبيوتر فيجن او اللي هو نشتغل على سوري again back to English. We talk about imagery and how we can create or build your custom model from scratch using AI tools. And now and talked about extract entity from document, and now how we can use vector data like shapefile, geodatabase, layers, Excel sheet contain location XOR to our time series to make a prediction or forecasting. We have in ArcGIS is a very I recommend to everyone to try to use this tool. It's GeoAI. It's a feature and tabular analysis. We have to train using AutoML and predict using AutoML. AutoML very powerful tool, allow you, even if you don't know any information about algorithms, this tool will select the proper algorithm for you. It will make a prediction for you. Just give or set the correct parameter to this tool. I'm almost finished. I know we have a 1 hour and 30, but I have a comprehensive presentation to be informative and interested workshop to allow you to create your model even on satellite or data. This is scenario. We have a data from Airbnb. This is for renting. I have a data, but I need to make a prediction or price prediction. So from this data that have a lot of attributes, but target variable here in this scenario, it's a price. Here, this is the targeted, but we have a lot of independent variable or experimentary variable that affect on this target variable or value. So from AutoML, choose the layer and the variable to predict. Here, our targeted is a pricing. Here, some of the variable that affect on the price, or in other word, this is when I'm asking why this house more expensive than the other house, you said this is 4 floors. This is on the very wide street. It contains 3 bathrooms. It's so I need some of SMEs to evaluate the house pricing to identify the variable that affect on the price. So here I will add the variable that affect on the price, like number of beds, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, accommodation, property type, neighborhood, etc. And the machine, once I'm press a run or hit on the run button, this tool contains a lot of machine learning algorithms, random tree, linear regression. So keep everything as is. Just identify the targeted variable for you and which variable affect on this targeting variable. You can see here the difference between the original and or the ground original data and the predicted data. There's a lot of difference between, because the original it was in green will predicted it's to red, from green to red. The idea here added every variable that affect on this price, but the next step here, I will add the comment field in addition to the attachment of images. We have a lot of images attached in this layer. So I will retrain the model again to include attachment to understand more about the data. Here is it's called multimodal. Multimodal meaning I use different type of data like images with text with tabular data. Then the model will understand more which the affected variable. Then when I run the model again, you can see here all of the predicted variable, it's green like the original variable, because model take every information in consideration. This is information can affect with the price, like comment from the reviewers, like attachment image. This is a good image, that is a good property. This is not clean property, whatever. Then this all of the data, I mean the GIS data and the non-GIS data can affect on the price. So the AutoML will solve this problem for you. Here is the difference between two models to keep to move forward. So if you want to create your custom model using scripting instead of tools, we have Python API. Here is it's built on top of PyTorch. Here is PyTorch to create a neural network model and or deep learning model. Lightning is a high level, but if you using ArcGIS, Python API to instead of writing 50 lines, you will write only 7 lines. So if you prefer to use a tool, we have. If you prefer use a scripting, we have. Okay, we just finished the GUI. Now we move to AI assistant. AI assistant at assistant inside or included in ArcGIS software. So no need from your side for development. It's ready to use tools. Like here is in ArcGIS Pro is a quick demo just to change the symbology, change the color of this car. I'm using AI assistant. It is in beta version. I'm type changes the car to red in red car layer. The assistant understand I wanted to change this. He will call a symbology to change and change it already. What is the good? I can ask in Arabic or in different language. Here in Arabic I will غير لون السيارة باللون الأخضر في طبقة red cars. Here is need to change the color to green. This is a simple example, but it's this is thing that you can use the assistant to do a more complex analysis. Still under development, but it's ready to use now. You can download it and install to be here with your ArcGIS Pro. Another assistant, it is ArcGIS assistant for whom and interested with scripting. You can write what you want. I'm here. I'm writing. Please create a point layer and create a buffer around our circle around each point with the 2 kilometers. The assistant understand word circle to be a buffer and create a script to this. Please review the assistant result before execute and do your change if needed. Another assistant is inside ArcGIS Pro as well. It is with the model builder once you add a tool and right click it, the assistant will suggest the correct or the next tool for this chain. So the assistant understand after labeling, train. Okay. Another assistant in ArcGIS Enterprise, in ArcGIS Survey 123, it's a very, very important assistant. You know, who worked with Survey 123 before, it was a very easy to create a form, just drag and drop, as you can see. But if in case an emergency and I didn't have the view of the or the design of the form, I need an assistant to assist me. Sorry, this is in Arabic language. Just I text to assistant, please create a survey for road safety team in Saudi Arabia. So the assistant will search and understand my questions and answer with the different type of questions. We have a lot of more 15 questions. No need to add everything. I'm just type what I think with the assistant. Assistant will help me. If I'm okay with the result, I will generate the form directly. The assistant will generate the form for you, as you can see. This is no need for everything, no need to even for drag and drop. Just write what you want, generate. Here is the form. You can publish it at any emergency case. The field workers at the site will get the new surveying and can fill out the form and back to you at the center or data center. So the assistant have a capability for translating. I can translate to whatever language. Here I'm translate to English. The assistant will help me. No need to create another form to the different language users. I'm just have a one form that contain two language, Arabic and English. Here is the result of Arabic and English. The same survey with the two language. It's a very, very powerful capability here. It's a computer vision. You can see here the image that contain a lot of cars, road, whatever. But I ask assistant to describe this traffic problem. The assistant will describe for me. It will no time, as you can see, it will describe the picture, whatever tool facilitate and increase the investigators' productivity. No need to the thinking to how to describe this image. Assistant will do this for you. Don't worry. This is okay. Last demo and I'm finished, inshallah. Sorry for the time, but very interesting. This is agentic. This is very, very used our latest technology. This is JavaScript SDK that allow you to create agents. We have still 3 agents for help, for navigation, for data explorer. So I have 2 layers, layer for buildings and the layers for tree. You know, the previous demo about tree health, I use AI or GeoAI to extract trees from the satellite, and I used GeoAI to extract a building from satellite, and I have 2 layers now. I can use assistant. Then what I want to see set from GeoAI to AI assistant. GeoAI is a foundation. I'm extracted from different type of satellite imagery, and I have now a layers, and I can apply assistant to allow me ask these layers with my language. Here is the point. Now I have 2 layers, as you can see here. Layers is tree health and Riyadh buildings, and here is some of questions like what can I ask about this map? Here the result I'm asking is to understand. Here is the agent. It's help agent. It will answer for me now. You can ask blah 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 1 2 3. This is the number of questions. Okay, to move, to be fast. I'm here asking show only healthy tree. It will show only healthy tree. It's green. Simple. Another question, and with some of statistics. Here is health is a green. 560 is healthy, and another question is show only need inspection tree. This is the difference, not healthy. It's only 264, and I will transform how many buildings. This is the different layers, not in the same extent. How many buildings? The assistant will answer to me is the query result. This is the agent, different agent, and 317 building, 1,000 building. I will switch it to Arabic. Read or visualize or view me only the building in Al-Aqiq district. This is a district here in Riyadh. The assistant understand the Arabic language and searching in layer of building layer, and will visualize only the building in Al-Aqiq district. Here is the Al-Aqiq district. Number of building number of building in Al-Aqiq 3,000. Here is how many building in Al-Aqiq district. There is no need to visualize any data. It's only as a show the result here. It will be visual response here with the number of building 3,000, as you can see here, the number of buildings. And you can understand how the thinking, open the log and see the result of thinking and how the suggestion and etc. At the end of this workshop today, ArcGIS as a geospatial platform would contain a lot of agentic applications, custom applications, and the GeoAI modeling with the AI skills like app generation, code generation, semantic search, and agent for mapping for external agents. And because we aiming to be an geospatial platform. Finished, thank you, and I'm ready for any questions now.
Thank you very much, Ahmed, for this very useful session and the presentation. It's contained a lot of information. Your presentation clearly showed that the artificial intelligence, it's not a future concept for GIS, but already transfer how to work with spatial data today. We will now move to a short question. If you have any question about this presentation or or topics discussed during this presentation, please feel free to ask or to participate if you have a question. Yeah, Marwa, go ahead.
Hello. Sorry for my English. I have just first of all, I would like to thank you for this insightful presentation. And I have just one simple question. As you were referring to the intervention of human in verifying and refining the outputs, I would just like to know if there are any methods or model to refine or to correct the outputs, the results, or should we do it manually?
Thank you, Maro, for your questions. Still, no model for reviewing the result from other models, but what I'm referring this point to, you as a human, make sure to review every result from the AI in GIS domain before provide your decision makers, because I'm not sure if some hallucination of not accurate model, but you know, as a GIS analyst or expert, you have your you have your comments. So once you make sure or confident with the result of the model, you can leave it. But at the early stage, the recommendation to be monitoring or reviewing the result from the model, whatever is assistant, like result from LLMs or result coming from GeoAI or deep learning model. Even if before LLMs coming, we recommend to anyone work with the GeoAI to extract information or insights from satellite or drone images, that at the end we need a QC QA phase to make some of quality assurance, quality control of the result, to make sure the polygons is the drawn correctly, the prediction was correct with the comparison with the ground truth or the original data. So keep the human in the loop. This is not optional from my point of view. It is for at least for quality or for QC process. So we need, if I'm leave it to another AI model, I'm not sure the second one is good like human. So at least for critical decision, need human to interpret in this point to validate this is it's okay or not, need to some correction.
So like it's it depends on the training model, or like the number of reiteration, or it's like I don't know if you get my question. Actually, it depends on the training model. Like if we train it more, the more we have the real results, or the how to say it.
Yeah, understand. Yeah, sure. If we have a very accuracy model that we trained on enough data, and we tested it a lot of time, and it's but this is my option. It depends on the critical data. Some of the results, it's okay if even 50% mistake, it's okay in some cases, but in critical decisions or critical, we need an expertise to review the result. This is just to make sure we are in the correct way. even the model, his accuracy, it's 100%. But I need to validate after after I get the result, if this is a critical data or critical decisions. But if this is a normal task, it's okay. No need to bring a human here. But to avoid any mistake, even 100%, even 1%. So the accuracy, I can measure the accuracy depend on the the number of iteration, number of samples, and even for visual testing after that test the model in different geographic area, and I found that it's extract each or every building, I'm okay. But from now, you can't use it for financial process, because you need surveying correct, or you need, because the 1 centimeter have a value, have amount of money. So it's, if I'm use AI, it's for base map, for counting, for high level change detection, but not for exact financial surveying, because you will lose more,
Okay, so the accuracy is important, but not always sufficient.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. This is very important because I think it depends for a lot of things. It depends for area, it depends for sample data used in the training model, and you must try a lot of to find a good model. For your experience, Ahmed, how do you think about the role of GIS professional, and we looked at this rapid integration of artificial intelligence? What new skills should young GIS professional start learning today?
Yeah, thank you. This is a good question. Traditionally, or it was only the GIS professional only was focusing on the GIS science and how he utilize or use some tools to perform some spatial analysis, understand about industry that he works on. But now it's very difficult role now, because the GIS professional need to understand or know more about IT, about system, about integrations, about hardware, about some softwares. This is point, not only geographic science. And for AI, everyone can type to talk with the ChatGPT and asking some special questions, and ChatGPT or whatever, Gemini, whatever LLM will respond with the correct or incorrect answering. So GIS professional need to understand IT purpose, AI, not deep dive in AI, he not required from GIS professional to understand how neural network work and how he can optimize the AI model. This is not his work. His work for business to understand the spatial problem and how he can solve it in GIS domain. This is his problem, and utilize different tools from computing, different tool from AI, different tool from GIS science, whatever different tool, but not required to deep dive in AI, in machine learning. From my side point, it's a waste time.
Yeah. And another side, here in Morocco, for example, many organization is interested to use AI in workflow, but the problem is they don't know where to start.
Yeah, sure. This is it's a good point. Good point. Good point. Again, as I'm AI speakers or talking always about AI, but what is the ROI if you use AI? What is the benefits if you use AI? Some tasks, some kind of task need a very or traditional tool to do or to complete. No cost in this. And if the task can be done by traditional tool without additional cost, keep it as is. If the task need to an innovative way or to reduce a cost, maybe here you can to think about AI because it will be reduce the cost, it will be faster more, it will be fast in response. This is the type. And as a last example, if I showed, it was assistant. Like this is not targeted for GIS professionals. This is for non-GIS users. I am as a GIS professional analyst. I am create a map. I'm create an assistant. I'm create everything and publish it to non-GIS user to ask their questions and get on the response and understand the world around them. If need any additional enhancement or additional layers or additional tasks, they should ask the GISers to create or build this. Again, any companies or any task asking for AI, before using AI, asking about the ROI, return of investment, or the value. It will save a time, it will save a life, it will. But if it's the same, I'm not sure, and you will pay for hardware or you will pay for upscale your team. I'm not sure it's good for company. But AI, it's a faster way. It's for huge or for big project, for huge amount of data. It's very useful in this. Yani, imagine from satellite in Morocco, in Rabat city, you have an aerial photo, and if you wanted to count the building, how many days to count this building? AI, maybe in in Riyadh, 1 to 5 days we count every building, every building in the city. But if we ask a human to digitize, a team to digitize, maybe take
more time,
right? Year, months.
Yeah,
This is the But if a small project or it's this is my point, because at the end AI is a costly technology.
والله محادثة شيقة الأخ أحمد. وأنا عارف أنك صائم.
لا أنا عامل حسابي ما تقلقش يعني.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank you for this very important and useful presentation. إن شاء الله مرة أخرى إن شاء الله
بإذن الله في أي وقت في أي وقت إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. Thank you for all participation and another session, Inch'Allah. Donc, merci beaucoup pour votre présence et à la prochaine, Inch'Allah. أخ أحمد شكرا جزيلا ومرة أخرى ورمضان سعيد إن شاء الله.
الله شكرا.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.
Thank you.